Hey my friends, welcome to Joey's Tech. In this video of Pandas tutorial series, I will show you how to drop columns from a Pandas data frame. In the previous video, I showed you how to add columns in a Pandas data frame. If you haven't seen that video, then you can find it in the I button. So without further ado, let's begin learning how to drop columns from a Pandas data frame. I am in my Jupyter notebook now where I have already imported Pandas and I have also created a dictionary data in which there are 4 columns: name, age, city and state with their corresponding values in lists. We are now going to create a data frame from this data. So I will write df, which will be the name of my data frame, and then I'll create the data frame by writing pd.dataframe and pass data within it. Let's print a df now to see the data. And you can see we have our data frame created. Now let's drop the column city from this data frame. So we will write df.drop. Drop is the method that you should remember to remove columns from a data frame. Now within drop we'll write city within single quotes, and then after comma we write axis equals to 1. Axis equals to 1 indicates that we are working with columns. Okay. Now this drop function is not going to drop the column from the original data frame df. To see the column dropped, we need to create a new data frame from it. So let me write df1 before this syntax and then equals to sign. Now if we print df1, then we see that the city column has been dropped from the data frame. But this is a new data frame, df1, not the original one. Now let's say we need to drop 2 columns which are city and age from the data frame. So all we need to do is write df.drop, and within the drop function we'll pass a list whose elements will be city and age, and post that we'll write axis equals to 1. That's it. Now we return this into another data frame. Let's say df2, and we print a df2 now. You can see that both columns age and city are now dropped from the data frame, not from the original one but. You can also use the lock and ilock function in order to drop columns using their indexes. Like if you want to drop columns between indexes 1 and 3 with 3 not included, then you will write df3 equals to df.drop, and within brackets we'll write df.ilock, and within square brackets we'll write colon, comma, 1:3. After comma, we'll write axis equals to 1. This will again drop age and city only, but using their indexes. Now if we print df3, you will see age and city dropped. You can also use the lock method to remove the columns using label indexes. For example, we write df4 equals to df.drop, within brackets it will be df.lock, within square brackets it will be colon, comma, age, colon, state. And after the square brackets it will be comma, axis equals to 1. This will again drop age and city. Let's check by typing df4 and executing it. There you see the columns age, city and state are dropped using the lock method. These functions will be useful when you have a long list of columns, when you have a wide data frame and you need to remove a range of columns from that data frame. Next up is the del keyword, which is a quick way to delete a single column. Unlike drop function, it doesn't create a new data frame, it directly modifies the existing one. Note that once deleted, the column cannot be recovered unless you reload the data frame. To drop a column using del keyword, we'll write del, which is already there, df, within square brackets, within single quotes, city. If we print the df now, there is no city column now. Note that this time it is gone from the original data frame. So let's reload it by executing this code block. Let me check if the data frame has been restored by printing it. There you go. All 4 columns exist now. There is another method to drop a column from a data frame known as pop, which removes the column again from the original data frame, and its use is quite easy. All you need to do is write df.pop, and within brackets, let's write age this time. This will delete column age, and bam, it's gone. And if you are curious to know if we can remove the column from the original data frame using the drop method, then let me tell you that it is also possible. Let's do that. So we'll write df.drop and within brackets we'll write name. Let's be destructive and drop name column this time. So we'll write after comma x is equals to 1. And we introduce a third parameter which will delete it from the original data frame, and that parameter is in place, which we set to true. Now if we execute it and print the df, you can see that the column name is also dropped. And that's it. You now know several ways to remove columns from a data frame in Pandas. Choose the one that fits your preference or requirements. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video of my Pandas tutorial series. Till then, goodbye and take very good care of yourself.